Hey, what's up, guys? It's Emily from A Mom Explores, and today we are going to talk about taking road trips with little kids, including toddlers and preschoolers. Road tripping is one of our family's favorite ways to travel because it's cheaper than buying a bunch of plane tickets, of course, and you can bring as much stuff as you want. So if you have little kids, toddlers, babies, and you need to bring all kinds of gear, you can bring as much as can fit in your car versus flying, where you really have to limit what you're bringing. As a travel writer and blogger and a mom of three who's road tripped tons with her kids in the past 3 years, I have a few tips and tricks to share with you that might make your life a little easier when it comes to planning road trips. Today's video is going to focus specifically on packing for the road trip and then also on organizing your car so everything's exactly where you need it to be when you're on the road. Don't forget to give it the thumbs up and subscribe if you find this video helpful. All right, let's get started. Okay, first things first. Before we even start packing, we have to do a little bit of prep work to get everything ready. The first thing I always do is go grocery shopping for snacks and any essentials we might be missing. Walmart is a great stop for that because you can get the food and you can also get any other accessories or activities for the kids that you still need. If you're not already using Walmart grocery pickup, you need to get on that stat. It's amazing. It's life-changing. Can I say it's life-changing? I think I can. It's life-changing. The second thing I always do when we're getting ready to road trip is to do a ton of loads of laundry. So all of the clothes are clean and ready to pack so I can just pick and choose whatever our family needs. The third thing I like to do when I'm planning for a road trip is to clean and vacuum out the car so it's a blank slate to start with. Of course, since I'm 7 months pregnant, I volunteered my husband to help me with the vacuuming of the car today. And one of my favorite hacks is that we keep a little basket between our front seats because we don't really have a console between the front seats. And we keep essentials in there like paper towels, extra wipes, umbrellas, a changing pad in case we need to do emergency diaper changes. And then during the trip, we add some of our snacks or books we're reading, really anything that comes up to kind of contain the clutter. All right, let's talk organized packing. Our kids each have their own little suitcase that they love to use. They play with them all the time and pretend they're going on trips even when we're not traveling. So we like to use those little suitcases, even though we could easily combine everything and pack everything in one big suitcase. Before anything else, I lay out all the clothes, every outfit each kid will need in organized piles before I pack them in the suitcases. This way I can see if I'm missing anything and make sure each of the kids has an outfit for each day. Swimsuits, pajamas, underwear, you get the picture. Next, I organize everything into packing cubes. There are several ways you can use packing cubes to stay organized when you're packing with little kids. One way is to split each kid's outfit into a different color packing cube. Another way to do it would be to organize by day. So everyone's outfit for day one goes in one packing cube. Everyone's outfit for day two goes in another packing cube, which I think is a great tactic if you're making multiple stops along the way. We use the brand TravelWise for our packing cubes. No particular reason other than the fact that they were fairly cheap on Amazon and you can get them in 2 days if you have Amazon Prime. I would highly recommend ordering some packing cubes if you don't already use them. Once everyone's clothes are in the packing cubes and in the suitcases, we move on to toiletries. I like to use little Tupperware containers for things like barrettes, ponytail holders, bows, bobby pins, bracelets, any other little odds and ends that need corralling inside the suitcase so they don't make a mess. And then I also like to use a little pencil box, a hard-sided pencil box, to keep the kids' toothbrushes and toothpaste. The reason I do this is because kids are messy and they like to put their toothbrushes away when they're still wet. And that way it keeps everything else in your suitcase from getting wet or dirty or gross with toothpaste. If you don't road trip often, I would highly recommend using a packing list so you can check things off as you add them in. Otherwise, you'll find that you're always forgetting something and it will drive you crazy. I actually have a bunch of free packing lists on my website and I'll link those below so you can grab those if you'd like. Packing food and beverages for a road trip is really smart because it's going to save you a lot of money, so you're not stopping at fast food restaurants all the time. We usually pack most of our food in a big clear bin to keep it from getting smushed when it's in the car if we have to stack other things on it. We also always use a cooler of some sort, and it depends how long the road trip is for which type of cooler we choose. This most recent road trip we went on was only a 4-hour road trip, so we did a soft-sided cooler. One of my favorite tricks is to freeze a gallon of water and use that as an ice pack. It keeps everything cool, and when you get to your destination, you've got cold water. Don't forget a first aid kit when you're going on a road trip or traveling in general. I always pack this at the same time as the food because we keep our first aid items in the kitchen in a high up cabinet, so that's when I think to pack. As far as food and snacks for in the car, we'd like to pack each kid with their own individual snack bag with all of the food we think they'll need for the trip. And we talk them through how they should pace themselves, so whatever's in that bag is all they're going to get for the trip. This prevents me from having to climb into the back seat and hand out food every 5 minutes. And then my husband and I also like to keep snacks in the center console for ourselves to keep ourselves awake and full when we're driving, or in my case, watching shows on my phone. Sometimes there are snacks that we like to keep by us, but the kids want to partake in as well. So in that case, we keep a stack of take and toss kids cups in the front seat, so that way we can scoop out the snack, popcorn or chips or pretzels or whatever, and hand back the cups to the kids, so we're not having to pass back the bag and make a mess while they try to scoop out what they want. And it keeps everyone with the correct portion size and prevents messes. It's the best way I've found to distribute snacks by far. Don't forget that hard-sided shower caddies can be used as extra cup holders or food holders for kids around the car. They're really easy to find at the dollar store or Target or Walmart, and we just keep one on the floor for our water bottles or coffee or whatever beverage we happen to be bringing. Finally, the most important part. Let's talk about how to keep the kids entertained while they're in the car. I don't know about you, but I like to read or listen to an audiobook or watch a show on my phone with my headphones in while we're road tripping. And when I have to stop every 5 minutes to answer questions, I get annoyed pretty quickly. We let each of the kids pack their own activity bags for the car, and then we check them just to make sure they have things they might want or need. The thing the kids just got for Christmas that we're really excited about are these Melissa and Doug activity kits with the rubbing plates, and they open up, or they have a little drawer to store crayons, little pencils, extra paper, and extra rubbing plates. And our 2-year-old just got this. It's kind of like a Magnadoodle activity kit, and it helps him learn to write his letters. My 4-year-old son's really into cars, so he likes to bring his cars in this little pouch. Some more toys in here, a book, a little bit of candy they got for Christmas, and then each of my kids has a Kindle Fire tablet. It's really messy. But we love the Free Time app on here, which they can't get out of the app once they're in it. And it has all kinds of kid-friendly books, games, shows, and that sort of thing. My daughter loves her Barbies. She's got her own Kindle in here, books, she's a big reader, and headphones for her Kindle, and some more toys. And then my 2-year-old has this Melissa and Doug Water Wow book. You just fill the brush with water, and you paint over the pictures, and color shows up. It's really cool. Mess-free, perfect for 2-year-olds. And then we also have a dry erase board for him for some hopefully mess-free coloring. He's borrowing my Kindle, which we've downloaded the Free Time app on. And then he loves his giant cars. He keeps them, brings them with everywhere, so he can play with those on the road trip as well. So before the trip starts, we load up each kid's spot with a water bottle, a pillow, a blanket, a stuffed animal.
and their activity bags. Each of them has a favorite stuffed animal: Curious George, Mickey, Buzz Buzz. They're pillow pets or pillow pals. We love these. They fold up really nicely. The kids sleep with them every night, but we also bring them on every road trip, and it's a little piece of comfort and home when we travel. Then, of course, we have crayons and markers in here that the kids in the back seat share for coloring, drawing. And we keep their water bottles and their cup holders. Setup for the 2-year-old gets tricky because his seat is by itself, so we don't have a lot of spots to set his things, and he drops stuff a lot. So I tried hanging his backpack over the seat so he can reach everything. We also have this seat back tablet holder, so we can put his Kindle in here so he can watch movies, or take a nap while he watches movies or listens to his Baby Shark music. We keep his activity pad down here.
I truly hope you found this video helpful as you're preparing for your upcoming road trip, wherever that may be. I think road tripping is such a great bonding family experience, and the more prepared and organized we can be, the more everyone's going to enjoy it, especially mom. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you found this helpful, and I'll link all of the products I talked about and my blog posts that have to do with this topic below. Happy road tripping!